Have you booked an appointment?
I was going to, but it seems I've lost your number, Mr. Boswell.
My friends call me Sterling. Commander Whitebrooke.
I'm certain they do, Mr. Boswell.
Well, I'm not busy at this hour, so may I assist you with something before you mess up all my drawers?
Word is, Rogue Albion hasn't exactly stuck to poker and guns. After your father passed away and you moved your business to the Alps, Her Majesty was ready to keep you a pass. But trading narcotics in Britain? There's a dozen dead children, Boswell. I should be missing more than your drawers.
Hey, it's all about peace and love now, Georgie. If the kids want a taste of the good stuff and are willing to pay for it, who am I to say no? But now that you've already taken the trouble of the trip, I'm not sure I can let you go without a proper welcome.
Oh, I'm in no hurry. You look big, Sterling. Maybe you should take a vacation.
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When logic and proportion
Nephew? Turn down that terrible noise and come have breakfast. You'll be late for school.
Go away, Uncle.
on, Junior. We really need to go. Come on out.
Sir, again, I can't express how sorry I am for the fate of your nephew.
Thank you, Winston. I've spoken to the Queen. I've spoken to everyone of note. We'll be releasing all the budget we can into the hands of the MI6. In exchange, I expect you to bring the one responsible for this straight to the dungeons.
We're doing everything we can. In fact, I've recalled my best agent from his previous assignment. He should be here any minute now. Right on cue. Sir, Commander Whitebrooke, George, Prime Minister Richard Northbridge.
Sir, it's an honor. Let me express my condolences.
Thank you, Commander. Your reputation precedes you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but in my line of work, that's more of an insult.
You know, Commander, it's been a while since I've smiled at anything. Like said, your trusted reputation makes me confident you will bring to justice whoever is behind this drug epidemic, crumbling the youth of our nation. Now, I'm sure you two have a lot of for your ears only.
Sir.
The weight of the world on my shoulders.
Tell me about it, Commander.
I'm not saying the death of the Prime Minister's nephew isn't a serious event, but if I may, sir, I don't see why you pull me out of the Rogue Albion investigation. Boswell II might be on the bench for a while, but the organization is still running.
It's because I didn't pull you out of the Rogue Albion investigation. This is the Rogue Albion investigation. I can see the puzzle pieces just fell together. What can you tell me about this man?
Lorenzo Mancini, the left-hand man of Rogue Albion. I say left hand, because after Boswell I, Mancini was first in line, become the head of the operation.
But why did he not?
Two reasons. First of all, Mancini wasn't born British. Not that Rogue Albion is anti-immigrant, but the hint's in the name. Secondly, Albion's always been more about gun running, not so much about world domination or the other usual schemes, especially not the narcotics game. Mancini, on the other hand, has big ties with the families in Southern Europe. He's sitting on a never-ending pile of impure party pills that's got demand and the means to supply but no permission. Now, with both Boswell Sr. dead and Boswell Jr. comatose for the foreseeable future, Mancini has taken the seat at the end of the table. Pile starts getting smaller, and fast.
Precisely. Intel from our cousins in the Alp region report Mancini's henchmen are moving product, and that means Rogue Albion is waist deep into this mess.
Sounds like a head of the snake situation to me, sir.
Yes, and Mancini is giving us the opportunity. This weekend he is hosting a poker tournament for members of Rogue Albion in the foothills of Mount Blanc. Everything suggests that this is a charade used to wash some of Rogue Albion's money coming in. New recruits are also welcome. Anyone questionable from the British point of view is applicable. So we'll be sending you to take part in the tournament as an Albion hopeful.
Excuse me, but I must stop you there, sir. Cards and George Whitebrooke don't exactly match that well at all, sir. I'm not much of a player. I think it'd be a safer bet to send James Bond.
That's because we need you to lose, George. No offense, of course, but we just need you to gain entry to the building and fold as fast as possible. Due to their level of security, nobody can enter or exit before the tournament is over. Therefore, the sooner you lose, the more time you'll have to assassinate Lorenzo Mancini.
Now this sounds more like a reason I was recalled. But, sir, there's one problem. I have trouble believing Rogue Albion will let I beg your pardon, as the PM said, a well-known spy into their super-secret society or card tournament out of courtesy.
Correct. Rogue Albion believes in actions, not words. Anyone acting against the British government is a considerable candidate. I think the killing of a high-ranking government official should do. And as I'm sure the Prime Minister has other worries on his mind right now, I think it's best if it's myself who kicks the bucket.
You're here for a tournament?
Yes, the name's Whitebrooke. Just Whitebrooke.
Ah, the spy turned spy killer. Mr. Mancini is waiting for you.
I've been expecting you, Commander Whitebrooke. Or is it just George nowadays?
I suppose so, Mr. Mancini.
Please, my friends, call me Lorenzo.
I'm afraid I might have got the start time of the tournament wrong. I don't see any of the other players.
You're right on time. Everyone else just seems to be a little late. Perhaps you'd like a drink as we wait.
Oh, certainly. Whiskey, Irish, no rocks.
And how about a little friendly warm-up game before we get started?
I don't see why not.
I must say, when we heard the great super spy, Commander George Whitebrooke, highly decorated, accomplished, and respected British agent, had killed his commanding officer in cold blood, we were on cloud 9. Because where do rogues go, George?
To the League of Rogues, of course.
Certainly. I'd lie if I said the prospect of having a man of such resume in Rogue Albion didn't intrigue me. But it also worries me, greatly. So, before we talk about your membership, I must know, why did you shoot Vice Admiral Courtney?
Well, let's just say the old chap was starting to get on my nerves.
Seriously though, I need to know. Otherwise, you can forget about this.
What are we playing?
I call it Mancini Poker. Draw a card, higher number wins the pair. The one with more cards in the end wins the wager. All luck, no skill needed.
Seems like I might have a fighting chance after all.
Perhaps so. Let's begin.
Let us begin, gentlemen. King of Hearts for Mr. Whitebrooke. Five of Clubs for Mr. Mancini. Mr. Whitebrooke wins the pair. Three of Hearts for Mr. Whitebrooke. Six of Spades for Mr. Mancini. Mr. Mancini wins the pair. Five of Spades for Mr. Whitebrooke. Two of Hearts for Mr. Mancini. Mr. Whitebrooke wins the pair. Three of Spades for Mr. Whitebrooke. Four of Spades for Mr. Mancini. Mr. Mancini wins the pair.
Last pair. You win. We welcome you to Rogue Albion. I win. Well, you have a story to tell before we can let you take part in the tournament.
No guts, no glory.
Ten of Hearts for Mr. Whitebrooke. Ace of Spades for Mr. Mancini. Mr. Mancini wins the pair. Mr. Mancini wins the game.
Well, seems like it's story time, George. Perhaps you'd like another drink to go with it.
Might as well. I need something to help swallow this crushing defeat.
So, before I can allow you any deeper into our secrets, I'd like to hear from your own mouth. Why did you go rogue?
That was fast. Thank you. Well, I seem to have been poisoned. Well played.
Like you said, we are the League of Rogues after all, and you have no business amongst us.
What gave me away?
Timing. Had this now cancelled tournament been yesterday, knowing your reputation, I'd probably be a dead rogue. Unfortunately for you, however, Mr. Boswell awoke from his coma this morning in the hospital and identified you as the man who put him there.
Good old Sterling. What's this you've done to me, Mr. Mancini? Doesn't Mr. Boswell want to have one last chat?
Oh, don't worry, he does. This will just ensure that you stay nice and still until he gets here. Just like that. Sour. We're going to pick up Mr. Boswell from the hospital now. You make sure Mr. Whitebrooke doesn't get any stupid ideas. But also, make sure nothing bad happens to him until we return. I'm sure Mr. Boswell would want to deal with the commander himself.
Yes, Mr. Mancini.
Follow me.
Aye, sir.
Nice and still.
Ah!
Look very alive for a dead man, sir.
I'll take that as a compliment. Although I must say our blank round scheme went quite well. Even everyone here at MI6 thought I was dead. Same can't be said for Lorenzo Mancini. As far as I know, he is very dead. Good work, Commander.
Thank you, sir, but I'm afraid Boswell Jr. got away.
He got away alright. The word is, once he heard of what happened to Mancini, Boswell and another surviving member, Ismo Fredrickson, boarded the first plane to New York. He's the CIA's problem now. And knowing the competition overseas, it's gonna be a while until Rogue Albion's any sort of trouble.
Well, that's definitely good news. Let's just hope he isn't planning on passing the mantle to his kids one day.
We can only hope. Listen, there's something else, George.
Sir?
Prime Minister Northbridge, of course, passes on his gratitude. In addition, he wants to pass along the gratitude of Her Majesty and the Royal Navy. For your continued service to Queen and country, you shall, effective immediately, be promoted to the rank of Captain.
I don't know what to say, sir.
You've earned it, Captain Whitebrooke.
That will take some getting used to, that's for certain.
That it does. Take a week off, get your boy something nice and take Mildred out for dinner. Calls for celebration.
Certainly, sir. Although, if you read my mission report, you know it will take a while before I'll raise a glass to anything.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small.